All right, everyone, welcome back to AI at Work. Before we jump into today's content, let me set some expectations real quick. In this video, you're not going to learn everything about AI. You're not going to get technical. You don't need any prior experience. What you are going to get is one simple way to use ChatGPT for real work today. I mean, right now. By the end of this video, you'll understand what a chatbot actually does. You'll see a simple prompt structure that works across any role, and you'll have at least one prompt you can reuse immediately. If you can copy and paste, you can follow along. All right, let's get into it. Now imagine you head over to ChatGPT and you type in something like this. If you've tried this before, you already know what's going to happen. You're either going to get something generic, the chatbot asks you a bunch of questions, or you think to yourself, yeah, this isn't helpful. Here's the important part to remember. This doesn't mean ChatGPT doesn't work. It means the instruction was incomplete. And that's what today is about. Let's first understand what a chatbot actually is. A chatbot, like ChatGPT, isn't thinking. It's not guessing what you want, and it doesn't know anything about your job unless you tell it. Think of it like a very fast assistant. If you give vague instructions, you get vague results. If you give clear instructions, you get useful ones. That's the skill we're building here today. Now let's talk about what a prompt really is. A prompt is simply your instruction to the chatbot. And good prompts aren't fancy, they're just clear. There's a simple structure that works across almost every role, and we'll use it throughout this series. Every good prompt includes the role, who you want the chatbot to act as, the task, what you want the chatbot to do, the data, the information it should use, and the output, how you want the result to look, feel, or sound. You don't need to memorize these things just yet. You'll just need to see it at work. But let's dive into the labs. In the first lab, we'll go ahead and fix that weak prompt from earlier by applying our 4-part prompt structure. So here it is. Instead of saying, write an email, we'll say, act as a professional at work, which is the role. And the task will be, help me write a clear follow-up email. The data is the notes that I took in the meeting. And the output is make the tone professional, polite, and concise. And if we run it, you'll see, well, we have the same tool and we gave it better instructions. Now we have a much more useful result. That's your first win. If you want to hit pause on the video and try it out, go for it. If not, we're going to move on to the second lab. In the second lab, we're going to do something that most people do every single week, which is summarize their meeting notes. You know how hectic those meeting notes can be. So let's do the same thing and apply our 4-part prompt structure to this use case. And here we're going to define the role. Again, act as a professional at work. The task is summarize the following meeting notes, and notice the difference. The output comes next in this example. And here we're going to say call out key decisions and action items and use bullet points for the output. And then we'll supply our meeting notes for the context. Different order, same structure. Let's go take a look at the result of this. And instead of reading messy notes and deciding what matters, you get a clean starting point that you can still review and maintain control, but you're not starting from scratch with your messy meeting notes. On this last lab for today, we'll be organizing a list of tasks. This one helps when everything feels urgent. We'll pop back into ChatGPT. We'll go ahead and use our same 4-part prompt structure. Again, the role is act as a professional at work. The task is to organize the following tasks. The output is group related items and suggest a priority order. And then the information to use are the list of tasks from my planning meeting. Go ahead and run that prompt. And here's a clean and professional way to group the priorities and tasks. This isn't AI telling you what to do. It's AI helping you see your work more clearly. What you should notice across all three examples, the pattern is the same. We didn't get technical, we didn't change tools, we changed how we asked. Clear role, clear task, real data, and clear output. That's the foundation. Here's your homework. Take 1 week prompt you've used before, something like write an email, summarize this, or help me plan, and rewrite it by adding who the chatbot should act as, what you want it to do, the information it should use, and how you want the output to look. And run it again. That comparison is how we build confidence in using chatbots and AI. Coming up next, we're going to tackle something super important. Why ChatGPT sometimes feels incredibly helpful and other times it feels completely off. We'll break down why prompts fail, why ChatGPT asks follow-up questions, and how to fix prompts that feel almost right without starting over. If this episode helped, drop a comment and tell me which labs you tried. And if you want to keep building the skill the right way, like the video and subscribe. This is AI at Work. Be productive, and I'll see you in the next video.